Okay, this week we're doing Hidden Arsenal. Hidden Arsenal is the first side set. It's probably... It's a weird one. If you look, this is all of the cards in the set. There are secret rares and there are super rares. There's only 30 unique cards in the pool. Now these sets do eventually get bigger, but we're just going to stick to it's 24 packs for these, not 36. And the way the pack works is you have 5 cards per pack, 4 supers, 1 secret. And just the interest of people pulling, somewhat playable amounts. 24, it's hard to say. It might be too many because it's a real feast or famine with this one. There's some really broken stuff, but there's also some really fucking terrible cards. It just seems like the right number. Eventually these sets get a bit more balanced, as I said, so I think 24 will be the number to stick with for side sets, especially because they're designed around giving you a playable deck from the get-go, which means you're bound to pull more copies of the cards you actually need for the most part. I'll just quickly highlight some of the good cards. One of the best secret rares that isn't a synchro is X-Saber Air Bellum. When he attacks and does battle damage by a direct attack, you get to discard a random card for your opponent's hand. 1600 attack too, so he's pretty beefy, but the best thing about him is he is a beast and he is a tuner, which means Rescue Cat, you can normal summon it, set his grave, summon 2 Air Bellums, attack directly for 3200, rip 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, or you can get a non-tuner as your second beast. So you can attack, get the discard, and then make a level 6 or a level 5 synchro afterwards, depending on what you get. It just makes Rescue Cat really, really broken. It was one of the key pieces in the Synchro Cat deck, which was a very, very good deck for several years. Brionnic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. The first of the Ice Barrier dragons, if you don't know these, they're all really, really good. Brionnic is amazing. You can discard any number of cards from your hand to the graveyard. And then you can bounce that many cards your opponent controls back to the hand. I don't think this targeted before the errata. It might target nowadays, but I'm not too sure. Mistworm is a Synchro 9. It leads at least 3 materials. That's one thing. It's 1 tuner and 2 or more non-tuner monsters. But when you do summon it, you get to bounce 3 cards up to your opponent's hand on summon automatically. So if you have a card like D-Synchro, you can bring back all the materials, make it again, and then bounce 3 more cards. So potentially bounce 6. That's obviously a very outside, crazy scenario, but it's cool. Flamevel Uruquizas, I don't know if that's pronounced, it's probably one of the worst ones. He does piercing damage, and when he does battle damage, he gains 300 attack permanently. But he's only 21 to start with. I feel like if you're going to make a level 6 synchro, there's just better options. X-Saber, not XX-Saber. X-Saber Urbellum, not to be confused with Airbellum, has actually quite a similar effect. He's a level 7 with only 2200, which is quite low for that level, but it's because he's got a really good effect. If your opponent has 4 or more cards in hand when he does battle damage, you make them put one of those cards on top of their deck, so you're forcing them to draw. It's the same thing again. So if they don't have an answer in their hand when he does damage, they're kind of screwed because they're going to draw that same card again. They're going to be stuck in the same situation. And if they can't at least block the one attack, they're going to have to put a card from their hand on top of their deck again, or have to set everything to the field just to risk not losing it. Really, really cool card. If you can make him in addition to an already threatening board, he's really, really good. Allied Justice Caster, probably the most generically good one here. Level 5, which is a synchro kind of level we haven't been able to really abuse much. I think the only really one I can think of is maybe Junk Warrior, who's just not great. 2200 attack, but honestly the attack value really doesn't matter because of the effect. At the start of the damage step, if he battles a face-up non-dark monster, he just automatically kills them before damage calculation. So that's really good because face-up recruiters, he just blows them up instantly, which is really, really good. If you are bigger than it, but you're not a dark monster and you attack into it, then, too bad, you're dying. Really, really good. If you summon this and you just set some back row, it's suddenly just the most intimidating thing in the world because it's so hard to actually kill it. You either have to book a mood and attack over it, that does deal with it, or smashing guard, or just use removal on it. And having to use removal on such a low level synchro, it really doesn't feel good at times. That's just why this card is just such a crazy oppressive presence, which is it just seems very unassuming, but it's such a good card. I just want to touch on some of the other strategies in here. Ice barriers in general, outside of the synchros, terrible deck. I would advise never reading any of them. You're just wasting your breath and your time. Worms are not good, but eventually they print Worm Jagen and Worm Zex. That's XEX, not Sex. SEX. All the worms are named after letters of the alphabet. There's A to Z. X and Y, Zex and Jagen are the really good ones. It's like a 1-card super value play where you get to Foolish Burial a card from your deck and it special summons itself. It's just really good. They're like a flip deck of reptile monsters that aren't very good, but at the same time, if you get them to go off and you get W Nebula Meteorite to resolve, it's actually, a formidable rogue strategy and did see some tops back in the day. And for these super rares, these are more of the pack filler type, but there are some stuff here we do want to pick up. Flamful Guard. It's a level 1 tuner, which is good. It's a normal monster too, so any normal monster or level 1 support, of which there's quite a lot, can fetch this guy very easily. He was played in Chaos Dragons all the way up till like the 2012, I want to say 2011, 2012. Really good card, honestly, which you wouldn't think by looking at a level 1 monster with 100 attack, but Worm Carteros is actually one of the okay worm monsters. When you flip them up, you get to add a level 4 or lower reptile type worm monster from your deck to your hand, so you can search for the actual good ones you play. He himself, obviously not amazing because, 1200 attack, 500 defense, but you're just playing him just to set him, get a search. He's another Sangan for the deck if you want to think of it that way. Besides that, you may quickly see that a lot of these cards are not very good. Flamvell Magician may be notable, I must point him out because he's a level 4 tuner, something we don't see very often. Played sometimes as a target for Summoner Monk, or in the Flameveld deck, which is actually okay because Fire Dog plus Magician gets you a level 8 synchro. But yeah, that's the whole very small set. But I think this is just basically boosting our generic options. It won't shake up the actual archetypes we're playing very much, I think, but I think we'll see more of those sorts of changes further down the line. As more Hidden Arsenal sets release, the strategies in these sets get more and more playable. Like, this is just the first wave of Worm support. There will be 3 or 4 more. And then at some point, that deck will reach critical mass of Worm cards and become a thing. It's just the way they release them. It's not the best, honestly, but I promise these sets do get better. Okay, and finally we're on to the side sets. So 24 packs, not 36 of Hidden Arsenal. The pulls are a bit more stacked, so 36 would just honestly clog the card pool with everyone getting the same shit, which is why I made the decision that we only open 24. But even so, pretty good chance to get some really good stuff out of here, so let's get into it. So our Flamfill Guard doesn't look very impressive, but a level 1 tuner, that's a normal monster, means this is very easy to special summon out of the deck with certain cards. 1-for-1 is another example. There's certain Dragon Synergy cards that abuse this later. It's a good card to hang on to in the long term. Worm Carteros, I think, is good in the Worm deck long term, but that deck won't be playable for a little while. Cataster, this is a staple. Finally, a good generic level 5 synchro. If a non-dark monster attacks it, it just destroys it before the damage step. Very, very good. Brionic, another really, really good card. Very happy to see that. There's Shit Gothams. Flamvel Ruquizas is a card, I guess. Second Brionic, very happy to see that. Airbellum, this is one of the best cards in the set. Level 3 tuner. When he inflicts battle damage, you get to discard a card from your opponent's hand. This will lead to a comeback from Rescue Cat if I pull another one. Second Cataster, very, very good. We really only need the one, honestly, but still. Mistworm, yay, that one's really good. Level 9 Synchro. It needs 3 materials, but when you Synchro summon it, you get to bounce 3 cards back to the hand, which is really, really good. The Neos cards. Third Cataster. Fourth Cataster. Give me another Airbellum, please. Mistali Shaman. That is not Airbellum. Second Airbellum. Yes, this is really, really good. I'm really happy with this. Urbellum, the other one, also really good. Wrath of Neos. And then we get our 1 pack of Turbo Pack Booster 1 pack. Okay. Is that Armageddon Knight? Yo, that's really good. I did not have one of these. Okay. Honestly, really good draft overall. I know I've been on a bit of a shit streak in terms of wins. I have not won a game since week 1. But, this is some good shit. I'm quite happy with this.
Okay, we opened some pretty good synchros from Hidden Arsenal. So, I wanted to play a deck that can summon multiple synchro monsters per turn, potentially, with a bit of good luck. This is a very combo-oriented deck. I know Morphtronics, you look at them and you think, oh, they're just goofy little guys, they don't really do anything. They actually are a very, very viable synchro spam engine. The reason this really works is because of Selphon. Selphon is a machine with a less than 500 attack, which means he is a machine duplication target. He also can roll the dice, look at that many cards in the top of your deck, and if he finds Morphtronic there, he gets to summon it. That's not a once per turn effect, not a hard once per turn at all. So if you machine duplication your Selphon, you get to summon more Morphtronics, and that leads basically leads to kind of an avalanche of monsters that summon more monsters that extend into more monsters. It's a really cool deck once it pops off. And honestly, does not take too much for it to do it. But we'll go through the card by card here very quickly. So 2 Giant Rat, we kind of want this to just float into our starters. Turn 1, this deck doesn't really want to do much. It kind of wants to save a lot of its powered extenders for a big OTK, or at least a big damage turn. So the Rat is a good turn 1 play. Just set it, and maybe if it dies, it gets you either a Borden, a Selphon, a Remoten, or the one of Boombox, and only pulled one of this. But there's a few targets that kind of make it definitely worth playing. Borden, it facilitates certain OTKs. If you get Borden, Radion, Boomboxen on the field with any other Morphtronic, it's an OTK. Because Borden lets them all attack directly, Radion buffs them all by 800. Boomboxen gets to attack twice. So Boomboxen alone in that situation is a direct attacker attacking twice for 2000, so he's half the damage by himself. Selphon, like I said, he's going to start all your big synchro plays. He's going to search the top 1 to 6 cards of your deck, so obviously you want to play as many Morphtronic bodies as possible. I'm playing, I think, 18, which, is pretty good chances of hitting off of that. Obviously, you can't get very unlucky. You can roll 1s every time, but that's not super likely. Radion just by himself can enable certain OTKs, especially because we're playing 3 Radion. We're also playing Inferno, Reckless Summon. So if we use either Selphon to summon Radion, Junkbox to summon back a Radion, Repair Unit to summon back a Radion, we pretty much get to activate Reckless Summon, get our other Radions out of the deck, and they're all buffing by 800, so 860, 24, they're all getting 2400 attack, which makes them all 3400 attackers. Any other Morphtronics on the field, especially if you have Borden, that is instantly just game, you win. Very, very funny card. Now, unfortunately, it is a light Thunder monster, which kind of, it's not as good because a lot of this stuff is machine, or this is a light machine, this is an earth machine, this is a wind machine, this is a light thunder. There's not perfect type and attribute synergy, which would make the deck a bit easier to build, but unfortunately, we kind of have to live with that. Next up is Remoten. This is another machine duplication target. You can go for 3 of them. He kind of can help refill your hand. He can also extend in certain situations depending on what's in your graveyard. He's a level 3 Earth Machine Tuner, and when in attack position, this is the effect you want to use. You banish a Morphtronic from your graveyard, and you add a Morphtronic with the same level as that target from your deck to your hand. That could be the same Morphtronic, because the same Morphtronic will have the same level. So you can get stuff like a Scopen to hand. Scopen, when you normal summon him, he gets a special summon another one, and suddenly you can turn one body into 3, which is really, really cool. Scopen, yeah, like I said, when in attack position once per turn, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Morphtronic. Sorry, special summon a level 4 exactly Morphtronic from your hand. Destroy it during the end phase. So, Scopen is a 1-card level 7 synchro by himself, because you can either go for Ancient Sacred Wyvern, which is perfect. He's a light tuner. The easiest way to make this card in the whole deck. He can also make Dark Strike Fighter. He can make Power Tool Dragon, Exsaber Rebellum, just great stuff. If you manage to, use a bit of removal, like the Accelerators, the MSTs, clear out the back row, drop a Scopen and any other extender. If you could do exactly 2950 damage before you summon the Ancient Sacred Wyvern, it is game by itself, because it gains so much attack. We're playing the 2 Slingin. It's great to hit this off of Selphon in situations where you have another extender. You can summon this, tribute the Selphon you used to summon it, to pop it, special back the Selphon and keep going. Lets you clear out threats before you commit to the big synchros. You can maybe pop like a back row Blackhorn of Heaven, or a Blackwing monster before it can drop a Collude on you, stuff like that. It's actually quite a good card. It's a shame it is wind, but it's at least a level 4 target for the Scopen, which is very nice. Like the one of Shining Angel, this is a bit sus. Can float into the Radion, which is cool because the Radion then gains attack when he's on the field, so it's a way that a Shining Angel can float into an 1800, which you normally can't do. It can also float into the Sunny Pixie. There's really weird specific board states where I can't make the right level synchros. This is a level 1 tuner. It's a bit suspect. I do have other ways to access it, we'll get to in the spells, but when you synchro summon with use the synchro summon a light synchro monster, like the Ancient Synchro Wyvern, you gain life points. This makes doing the OTK with that card much, much easier because it gains life points equal to the difference in your attack. It gains attack equal to the difference in your life points. I said that backwards. So it immediately is going to come out, and even if you haven't done damage yet, it's going to be a 3100, which is pretty good. If you attack with another monster, say that has 1000 attack, suddenly it's a 4100, and suddenly it's getting very, very, very threatening. It kind of puts it out of range of a point where dropping a Colute can even save a Black Wing monster, which I think is really, really good. I think that's something you kind of have to think about in this current meta that we have. Morphtronic Accelerator. This is a cool piece of removal. So a lot of the Morphtronics, you want to keep them in deck because you want to hit them off of Self-On. You also don't want many duplicates on hand, and there's some that are quite bricky. So this card, you get to put one back of the deck, pop an opponent's card, then you shuffle up and you draw another card. So you get to do a bit of hand fixing, but it's also removal. And it's destroy one card on the field, it doesn't target, and it can be back row or monsters, which is actually really, really good. If this deck had a way to search its spells and traps, this would be honestly a really, really good card. Right now, it's not amazing. It's not always live, so I only want 2. We're playing the one Morphtronic Repair Unit. This is pretty much a 4th copy of Junk Box, which I think I did skip over. I skipped over a lot of cards for some reason. I'm doing this in a weird order. We'll go back to it. Morphtronic Repair Unit. You send a Morphtronic from your hand to your grave and you select a Morphtronic. If you already have a Morphtronic grave, you could send a Morphtronic and then select the same one you just sent, which is really, really cool. Special attack, and then it's pretty much a premature burial. It's just another way of extending, also another way of setting up your graveyard, but it's a bit more specific than the Junk Box. The Junk Box is pretty much just select and special summon a level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster from your graveyard and destroy it during the end phase. This gets every single monster in your deck outside of the Recruiters and the Sunny Pixie. Most of their effects are not once per turn, so you could synchro summon using like a Scopin and then bring back the Scopin and then use its effect again to special another Morphtronic from hand. That could be a Radion. The Radion's gonna buff everything. Suddenly, there's a real kind of chain of effects. It's a really cool deck, I swear. Creature swap. This can be really nice. In certain boards, you kind of end up with doing your big play and you still have the Self-On you started with on the field. And just giving your opponent that Self-On, he has 100 attack. He doesn't do anything for them. It's really, really nice. It's really funny. But it's also really good with the cards that would destroy themselves in the end phase, like off Junk Box. You bring back, say, a Scopin, you special summon a Morphtronic, synchro off with that Morphtronic and something else. Give them the Scopin, end phase, the Scopin dies, you get to keep their monster. It's really, really nice. Like I said earlier, we need Further Reckless Summon mainly as a Radion target, but there's also ways in which we can bring back, say, a Self-On, and we can just Further Reckless Summon, bring out all the other Self-Ons, suddenly we have a shit ton of extension on the field. Machine Dupe, like I said, it's for Self-On, it's for Remoten. Those are the only targets, but honestly, you only really need to resolve this once to get a good play going. 3 MST because it's needed. Blackhorn, Book of Moon, Sakuretsu Armor, all those cards still running around, and I don't see them getting banned anytime soon, so 3 MST is pretty much a staple. And 3 1-for-1. Really happy to have a chance to play this card still. I was worried that if that FTK deck I played a few weeks ago had worked, this card would go instantly, but it didn't. And I'm glad I get to keep this for another little while because it's also very good in some future decks. But this can get you the Self-On out of deck without using your normal summon. It can get you the Sunny Pixie to go for kind of big synchro plays. Also lets you discard a monster. Well, you have to discard a monster, but that can be really good in some situations. You like having a Morphtronic in the graveyard. For example, if you were to discard a level 4 Morphtronic, special summon the Self-On, then you can normal summon the Remote and banish the Morphtronic you just discarded to get another one to your hand. Or you can do really cool stuff like, discard a monster for the Self-On. If he does extend into either Remote or Scopin, you normally summon the other one, search for one, special the other one, and then that one specials the one from hand. That's probably very confusing. The terminology I'm using is very vague here, but it's a really cool deck. You kind of can make up the combos as you go. I really hope it does get to pop off. I tested it immensely, and it can do really insane boards where you synchro summon up to 4 times in one turn. You can just shit out Bryonics, just bounce the opponent's whole hand, because a lot of the time you can actually end up with a pretty big hand size at the very end of the field. You can make Mistworm quite easily. You can make Golems rip a card from their hand if you don't really know what else to end on. You can OTK easily with Dark Strike Fighter if you miss the Borden Radion kind of OTK setups. You can just synchro with Dark Strike and just burn them to death. The deck's really, really cool. I hope it does get to pop off. But with that said, let's get into the games and see how we do.
I have ADHD and Adam has undiagnosed ADHD. I'm usually not wrong in assuming that neither of you have done something.
Just because you're right doesn't mean you should say it.
There are
Okay,
two
thinking.
Yu-Gi-Oh players inside you. One has ADHD, the other has
You have
undiagnosed ADHD.
I have a really interesting opening hand. I really don't want to give away what I have, but it's quite the looker.
What's in the hand? What's in it, Connor? Tell me.
Paper.
Oh,
Oh.
No. I knew it was one of
Nice.
two ways.
the dice roll never steers me wrong.
I think
Did you roll three times?
I think I
Right.
haven't won rock paper scissors in about 4 weeks.
That was the first time in a while, I think. Stand by me and
Thinking.
Oh.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Alert Darkness.
Ash.
Ash. Yeah, go for it.
Fine. Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
Just type Ash.
Uh,
I have it,
Draw
I swear.
2 and banish. What do I banish here? It's word.
If you banish tragedy, I swear to fuck.
No, he's not on a 42 card deck.
Fair.
So the 14 and the extra from Adam.
Yeah, very funny to play.
Couldn't find the one extra.
I know.
Very funny to play like 2022 Yu-Gi-Oh against Adam, and his turn starts the same way. Allure of Darkness.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah.
A one of in this deck.
Can't steer me wrong. It's a good card. Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a pretty good one.
That works, I guess.
This one, next move is kind of weird though, but you know, I have to make the best of the situation.
I was gonna say, is it normal summon
No,
Collude?
killer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could be worse.
I mean, there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Black Whirlwind get effect.
Ash? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. No worries.
There's good targets still. Yeah, like this one.
Yeah. And special summon Gale,
Go for it.
and then let's see.
Yeah, what 6 is he looking at?
There were a couple of good 6s that came out this week.
Yeah, but which ones are good turn 1?
Yeah, exactly.
None of them.
Yeah.
Will we see the Gaia Knight pass?
Honestly. Okay, I'm gonna secret summon.
Yeah.
Connor, you should have maxied.
I was trying. That's like 2-3 weeks away.
Just the beater.
Yeah, he's bigger than a monarch.
Enter.
Okay,
Ooh.
back row makes it real.
Draw. Standby. Main. Wah! Wah!
Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Chain it, bro.
Activate Black Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Really
fair
cool.
You're gonna love this one. First,
Oh.
I summon
It's a collision.
Sirocco the Dawn.
I'm gonna chain Trap Hole.
Cool. I still get to
Oh, yeah,
declare
yeah.
Black Whirlwind though, right?
Black Whirlwind Chainlink 1 automatically, and then
Yeah.
Trap Hole is Chainlink 2, and Whirlwind resolves without a valid target, so you get to search nothing.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So this goes to grave,
Well,
and
that's
that
not so
fizzles.
bad for you.
You can search a Blackwing target with less than 0 attack.
0.
With less
attack.
than question mark attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have nothing to change to that, so that's fine.
Yeah, that is the downside to Whirlwind. It's a great card, but it's very easy to interrupt.
Yeah, I was just unsure of how the chain links
wait,
work.
you don't get the effect.
He does
like,
not.
You don't
No, because they're
Well, I get the effect, but it resolves
It resolves-
with
yeah.
an indeterminate value to search, so you can't go under
Yeah.
like vacant value or an
'Cause-
empty.
yeah,
but
because
it
it's
doesn't target.
so it says after the colon it says you can add a Blackwing with less attack than that monster, but right now there is no that monster.
Yeah.
On the fails.
It fails to resolve.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So for the rest of the duels that involve the Blackwing monsters, it'll be normal summon, and then chain link 1 will be
Yeah,
turn player can add or
Oh, yeah.
declare the effect.
yeah. It has to be chainlink 1, or I think. Yeah, actually no, never mind. Yeah. It's chainlink 1 because it's turn player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, no, never mind. I'll set one and pass.
Have you noticed that
It's
Sirocco? Sorry,
Draw.
go Pierce.
the
Stand by me.
non-summon effect.
Yeah. Have you noticed that Sirocco is like a little man wearing a mask?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to think about this. Is that like his fucked up tongue and mouth and throat, or is that a guy wearing some kind of like?
It's like a
I think it's
face.
a-
It's like a human face. But it's the weird
I
thing.
like his jorts.
The jorts are funny.
I'm gonna go to battle phase and attack.
Oh, you're gonna love this one, Adam. I
Oh,
don't know if
no.
you've seen it before.
Oh, really?
I got a Sakuretsu armor.
Oh, no way.
Whoa!
Yeah, just saying.
Where did you pull
Alright.
such a powerful card?
Remarkably similar boards now.
Yeah. Very similar board.
Cards in hand.
Yeah, it's gonna end.
Cool
I forgot
game.
that Adam allured, and I was like, "Am I playing like a 40-something card deck?" I was like, "Oh wait, no." Standby, main. Hooah!
Oh no.
Or
Gonna declare Bora.
Conduct
Any
Black Ruin.
response?
No response.
Stop
I
trying
will
to wait
search.
for Ash. It's not gonna happen.
He could have Ogre. I don't know.
If there is not a card on the field, we don't have a card that can interact with something
Yeah.
on board.
Valor comes out soon, but not for a little while.
No, it doesn't.
It's
It
5D's.
does.
It's 5D's
like
card.
4 weeks.
Yeah, it's like towards the end of like these.
Fucking.
It's also like an ultra, so I don't think we're gonna pull it.
We will grab. Oh, it's
Oh.
funny in the mirror, isn't it? We'll grab insurance.
Yeah.
We'll go to battle and we will attack. Then in main 2, we'll do nothing.
Draw. Stand by me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Sakuretsu armor is banned, yes. I am cheating. as
I
they
thought
say.
about banning it like 20 weeks ago.
You did, yeah.
Normal summon Sirocco.
What? Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so activate its effect. So
Wait.
it gains.
This man,
Okay.
this man forgot to activate Black World.
Yeah. He did not declare Black Whirlwind.
I'm going to assume it's too late.
It's up to Connor.
Now you see, Adam.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you either way, so do whatever.
I really want to win.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
And you missed your opportunity to declare Black Whirlwind effect. But I'm willing to cut you an offer. You
I'm
can't.
Can't refuse.
you can't. You missed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Okay, so you're gaining attack.
Getting
Grand.
17. Yeah.
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 Know that we all still remember how Sirocco works.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't gain his own attack though.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
no, he just-
Very
only
important.
Bora.
He just gains Boras. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's 2,000.
I'm especially annoyed for not. Yeah. Okay. Activate Smashing Ground.
Ooh,
Oh.
fair enough.
And now I'm especially annoyed that I missed that because I could have had a lot
A
of
lot more
attack points
damage.
on the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle phase attack.
So that's just 37 raw.
37, yeah. Oh man. I could have like
17.
I couldn't have killed you, but I would have been close, I'd say.
You probably stack another 17 or 13 on top of that, depending on
Yeah.
who you got.
Um
Or you could have picked up
yes.
the insurance policy.
Draw. Standby. Main.
Oh, well, yeah, because you'd have
Now,
to sub the first.
you might think you're experiencing some kind of deja vu, but
Oh no.
believe you me, this is very real.
If he summons
Normal
Sirocco.
summon Blackwing Sirocco the
Oh,
Dawn.
fucking god.
Declare.
Fuck this deck, man.
Declare Black Whirlwind. Okay. Let me see here.
If I lose, I'm banning Whirlwind, I think.
Oh,
A very
Yeah,
good card.
I think people should just be planning the Blackwing stuff no matter what. Or we are going to be trapped at about 5 weeks of just playing Blackwings because it's the best
Yeah.
deck.
Well, if I don't lose, I can't ban it.
I'll get Gale to hand.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to special summon Gale in defense.
In sideways.
In sideways.
Sideways mode.
Okay, now I'm going to declare
Yeah.
Sirocco
So
effect.
it is a.
Hold on. Does it
53
gain the additional attack with Sirocco? Like, does it gain 37 off
No,
Sirocco?
your Sirocco was only 37 for the turn.
Yeah, so in
Oh,
end
yeah, yeah.
phase, it would have, well, after.
Yeah, so it's Tito.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
bad.
So
So-
Connor's Sirocco is 5,300. So to
Nice.
indicate that, Connor is going to put 5,300 counters on.
Collie, edit that in post.
53 in the chat.
We gotta stop the collie joke. He's never contributed
He's never
a
coming home.
second to the show.
So that's 53. And I'm targeting my own Sirocco for that as well.
Yeah.
The only monster that can attack this turn.
Ah,
Smashing ground.
Yes. There were multiple ways you could have won.
Battle phase, declare, and before damage calc, collude for game! Collude for game!
it's funny because even with that misplay, I think I still would have lost. I think.
Yeah,
I would have
well,
had an
yeah,
extra body in the field.
The
but
smashing ground
after-
is
After that, I would have been in a really. What was my next card?
I think Connor.
Oh,
Connor
are you kidding me? Look what my next card was.
yeah.
that's
what are you
what
gonna say, Pierce?
you never look at the next. Connor, you could have won equally just by doing Gale effect to have.
Yeah, that's why I got Gale as well. I was like, oh, I could get Bora, but like,
And you have another Kalute in hand, right?
no, I only got one.
Oh, I thought you had two.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
no.
Gale.
Uh,
We have more room for footage now that Morris has been killed off screen.
Killed off the show.
Now that we're going to start up our new Ebog Prog plays commander show,
can't-
of course.
the
I can't find a
option,
room.
it's
No.
not locked.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck's sake.
yeah, it's not locked because I don't fucking care. Okay, I've
Okay,
rolled
rolling
on.
up.
Okay, so for viewers of the show, you might not know that recently Niall was in Paris. And I would like to just ask Niall, who was in Paris?
Hold on a second.
Me.
Okay, you'll get away with it this time, but I'm going to keep asking.
You're going second, you said.
I'm going second. Yeah.
Okay, I will set a card and pass.
Standby, main. Well, you know, when your deck gets banned out because you OTK'd all of your duels, you do just join them.
Okay, so you're gonna
It
activate
would have
Black
been
Whirlwind.
a lot better if Dueling Book hadn't lagged just as I clicked fucking normal.
We
summon.
could have edited out the delay, and now you've drawn attention to it.
Yeah.
Wait,
Normal
what?
summon Jura.
Normal
Uh,
No
summon.
way.
Special summon Bora.
Yeah.
oh no.
Battle phase. Attack Jura into the face down.
It is my shining angel.
Whoa.
Okay, so I get to special summon a Blackwing monster with 1500 or less attack.
Your chain link ones, you actually get to see me resolve mine first if you want
Nice.
to do that.
Morphtronics.
Oh, let's go.
That's an 1800.
It is, yeah. Becomes
Okay, so
18.
then I get to special summon.
You get probably a little tuner or something.
Yeah.
Black Rose your own field.
Very funny. I'm going to activate Book of Moon on your Radion,
Yeah, okay.
and now I'm going to attack with Bora.
Okay, it's
Did you read his
1900
second
defense.
effect? Yeah.
Oh, does he get it even?
Yeah, defense he
Yeah.
gains 1000, so he's 19, so you lose 200. Now, unless you want to spend a Kalute just to kill, okay. No, you already took the damage.
Yeah, I took the damage. Okay, main 2. Let us sync off
Mm-hmm.
for
A6.
A6. Terrified that you're just gonna make a power 2.
Artul 7.
Yeah, but he can just make it on his turn with a 3-star tuner.
Oh, he can't, sorry.
Do I really want to do fucking Rionak? Do I just want to do the Gaia Knight? I'll just do the Gaia Knight.
Okay, just the big guy.
And then I will set a card.
Cool. Start turn.
Yeah.
That is quite funny.
Stand by main.
Yes, stand by main. Let me think.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
So, Niall, having been in Paris as well, would have been in the Louvre when the Mona Lisa was defaced.
It's actually the day after I left.
Yeah, the day after
Convenient
he left.
story.
Because it was indeed Niall who just blasted meaty ropes all over the Mona Lisa and thinks he can get away with it. So, anyone out there, use Twitter, Instagram, I don't know,
Get
Facebook.
the word out there.
Get the word out there.
So Niall, you're just leaving a bit of silence here now.
Yeah, I
So you know where to cut now.
yeah. I'm also. I'm just looking at the board set. I'm like, well, if he has Kalute, I may be fucked.
I have rolled up.
Thinking response window.
Going second.
Chain to your scissors.
This is a combat focused deck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Stand by. Bang.
Bye.
Could you put that on field?
You have a response.
Oh no, it's just do it right. It's
He wants to book your MST so you can use it again.
Oh. Normal summon Sangan.
oh no, not like this.
Battle
I got
phase.
beat down.
Trigodia.
Could you imagine if he just had Trigodia this whole time?
Main 2.
Mm-hmm.
Set 2.
Bang.
What's my selection?
Standby. Main. Activate Black Whirlwind.
Yep.
Normal summon Shura.
Sure.
Declare Black Whirlwind.
Yep.
I will get. Suppose I will get a Gale to the hand. Okay. And fearing another selection in my future, I might just go to battle and play around it. And attack into Sangan. Yeah, that was the other option. Let's go into grave. Me too. I'll just pass it back.
Stand by main. Guess what?
Two!
Oh, Sangan. Battle
Okay.
phase.
I'll take the 1. And I'll take the 1.
No Karibo on the second one.
It's not
And then
episode
I
8
will-
anymore, Niall.
That's another card.
Cool. Standby, main.
One of these weeks I will just win with Sangan beatdown.
Could be happening at this very moment.
It could, yeah.
I mean,
Um,
he does have a card that has 1300 in his hand.
True.
This is known as a fact.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is true.
not sure about the holding the Gale to player on selection. I don't think that is the play. I think you just make him selection.
Look, I'm
Well,
a
listen,
little fucked after
it's-
the diabetes stuff earlier. So.
It's done now.
Yeah. Normal Gale. No Black Whirlwind. Declare Gale. Targeting this Sangan nearest your extra deck. I'll just try to go to battle and attack into it.
So that's what, 800?
Yeah.
Sangan effect.
Called by the grave.
Ooh. What do I want here?
Oh, I attacked the wrong Sangan. Sure. Whatever. That doesn't matter.
Why'd you check the wrong Sangan?
Doesn't matter.
What the fuck do I get here? I think I actually get a Snowman Eater to hand.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Attempt to move to main phase 2.
Yep.
No, I
Yeah,
stop right there. You may not leave the battle phase.
Well.
Draw. Targeting the new set.
I'll chain Phoenix Wing.
What do you stack?
Discarding to stack. Let's stack Gale.
To top of deck. Standby. Main.
It's insane how both of your decks are doing absolutely nothing right now.
I drew
Yeah.
2 Sangan in my opening hand, man.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny.
It's still gotten.
It's just funny that this is finals. Like Sangan
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
defense mode against an empty
Yeah.
field.
The idea is that Sangan gets me Kaloosh for my Blackwings that are on board, but
Yeah, but
when you don't fucking draw any Blackwings,
Pass.
are you actually, do you know what, really funny, really funny.
The third Sangan. Yes.
I mean, it's
Let's go.
2,000
It's getting you
damage. Yeah.
I'll take the first one. I'll take the second one.
He has taken 5,000 from Sangans.
Time for Minor Goblin Official to come back out.
Oh, I wonder what this card is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
There might be a way I can win with my last attack being Sangan, but I don't think I can win with my only attacks being Sangan.
Well, it is public knowledge what you have set.
Yes.
One of them. Not the back row.
Yeah, the monster, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is public knowledge what the card that Connor drew was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, technically it isn't. Because
Yeah,
it's now back
it went into
deck.
the deck.
And now it is a draw from the deck. But
We don't know.
in reality, we know.
This is such a strange fucking game.
Imagine if he kills him with Sangan exclusively.
He might.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because like,
And killing
What, I s-
Sangan never feels good because they just get whatever card they fucking want.
Yeah, it's just a
yeah,
plus.
exactly, exactly.
Wish I kept fucking DD Warrior Lady in my deck.
Well, that'd be a banger.
Would have grabbed that over the Snowman Eater. Don't know why I have Snowman Eater in my deck.
I mean, it's a searchable out to any monster.
It is a 1900, which does beat like most of the Blackwings,
Yeah. Shura and
Unless
Bora
they-
can't kill it.
unless they spend a Kaloosh just to kill it, and then it
My music is
kills
now
them
fucking
anyway.
distracting me. Shit.
Another easy week for Pierre.
Um,
Man, I gotta say, it's
It
just
has
been a
just been me and
wasteland.
Connor.
Yeah,
It's just been me and Connor this whole season.
like I've been
Connor didn't win a duel in the second week, but he has won at least one duel in every other week.
I've been saying
I'm
it
the same
since week
person.
2. I am down bad. What the fuck happened?
You played Morphtronic this week, my
Uh,
brother in Christ. This is on you.
Unironically, the Morphtronic deck is better than Blackwings.
okay, I'm pulling
Yeah,
a little
sure.
bit of an Adam here,
Oh,
and I'm
let's
going to
go.
normal summon the Kaloosh
Okay.
and declare Black Whirlwind,
Yeah, to summon something with less attack than.
or to get something with less attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to grab
Obsidian
another
Gale.
Gale. I'm going to special summon a Gale the Whirlwind.
To Black Horn of Heaven, your Gale the Whirlwind.
Absolutely fine. I will special summon Gale the Whirlwind.
I couldn't let you get two of them.
Yeah, for sure. I will declare Gale the Whirlwind
Targeting.
on one of your Sangans. Pick one.
That's
The
not
middle
how it
column. The middle column.
I do.
Okay. Go to battle. And
I have my fingers on all of the possible combinations. 900, 400, 500, 300.
1 second, be back.
Sangan effect.
Go for it.
Where the fuck is the DD Warrior Lady?
Oh, so you did keep it in your deck.
I did not.
Oh.
With that, I am going to grab a Krebons.
A Krebons?
That's a good one.
Okay. Very funny seeing like the level 3s, the utility card and Snowman Eater and Krebons. Like, where are the rest of his Blackwing?
I wish I knew where the rest of my fucking Blackwings were.
Okay. I'm going to do something maybe a little sussy.
Oh. Flip up Snowman Eater.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's flipped up, I target one monster on the field and destroy that target.
Cool. And I take
600, yeah.
600, right?
I'm going to target the Gale as well.
Target the Gale. Cool. 2 gravy. Main 2, all smashing it. Just to hear it.
Interesting.
And there. Fish turn.
Smashing the Gale. Smashing
the Gale.
smashing
Snowman
the Snowman
Eater.
Eater. But
Does leave me in a little bit of an awkward spot.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny, the only 5 synchro that I can go into with my Krebons is Cataster, which does exactly the same amount of damage as if I just don't do that.
but it's also bigger.
It is also bigger. I'm going to normal summon Krebons.
Okay. To the resolution of, or not the resolution, but to after the normal summon. I'm gonna book the Krebons.
I'm going to book it, okay. Do I want to attack in and grab something else?
This is actually the most fucked game state. I actually don't know what's going on anymore.
I'm back, what happened?
It just the game. There's a face down Krebons
Oh,
because it got booked.
This feels really bad.
standby main. Oh, what do I do?
Where are all
Okie
of your
dokie.
Blackwing
Where are all
cards?
of my fucking Blackwings?
Okay.
I have not seen a single Blackwing
Okay.
that tribute summon Sirocco. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get third Gale, baby. I'm going to special summon the Gale. And we're just going to do that.
Sangan effect.
I really wanted him to get Bora to do 1 trillion piercing damage.
Do I just get a Gale here and bank it all on just binking a Blackwing name? That might be what I do. Gambling time.
That's Kalut, but sure.
I meant to say Kalut instead of Gale.
Main 2.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I forgot he owns a Synchro 8.
Yeah,
How big is that fucker?
he's big enough.
He's pretty large.
I'm just trying to think because it's like I could invest the resources and, it mean fuck all because Gale halves its attack and then. Well, no, because my thing targeting, but then I'll have a monster, so that makes Sirocco easier to summon, and then Gale or Kalut over that. Blackwings are fucked.
You're gonna have a monster anyway, man. Like,
If I pull fucking Sirocco off the top, I just slap him down.
I think you
Use the
deserve it
effect.
at that point.
yeah,
I just use the effect and I just gain like 4,300 attack, 3,300 attack.
yeah. If he draws
Okay.
Sirocco,
Oh,
he's
brilliant.
simply the better duelist. That's just how it works. He's-
Do it to me, baby.
He didn't immediately just throw it down, so maybe he doesn't. Have
Who
it.
would win? One Thought Ruler Archfiend or one Smashing Ground?
Thought Ruler.
No, Smashing Ground doesn't target.
It doesn't target.
Yeah.
Yeah, this came up with me versus Mars. Or was it me versus you that week?
It wasn't me anyway.
I think it was Pierce in the final.
Dead a card.
Okay.
Okay, standby main.
We got Padlock 5 watching with us.
Battle.
We do. We
Or,
do.
Mistral.
Let's
Is
go.
he an Ebog Prog fan?
I am not opening Watcher's chat just in case he's a racist.
No, well, nothing so far. I'll let you know.
Connor, you have to do the mandatory effect of Thought Ruler. Oh wait, it's only got 100. You have to do it anyway.
You gain.
Oh, I gain 100 life points.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Thanks. I'll take my minor warning now.
I had to double check. I thought it was mandatory. Watch it matter.
Oh, it might. If I live by 50 life points, that's the dream right there.
You live by 90 life points.
Oh, gross.
I fucking hate Blackwings, man.
I love that.
Actually, I really just hate
We're
Kalut.
seeing both. We're seeing both kinds of game states the decks can produce with the prelims or the round ones into the finals. Sticky board state or greased up to
Hey.
fuck.
This is what we call fucked.
Okay.
I want to normal summon Feign the Steel Chain.
Okay.
I'm going to special summon Gale the Whirlwind.
Okay.
Declare Gale targeting your Thought Ruler.
So he's
Going to pay. Okay, hold
Only a
on.
Speller Trap.
yeah,
Oh, it is only a speller trap.
So you're
Grand.
going to
Okay, so he goes to
13.
1350.
Yeah.
His defense is also halved. Okay.
Oh, so that's down to 1150.
Oh, okay. I see the line.
I don't see the line exactly, but
I can turn my music back on. Thank
How don't you
goodness.
see it? It's right there.
Say
Well,
no
I
more, Niall.
I see
No
it.
more.
I simply do not understand.
Go to battle.
Okay.
Yeah, attack directly.
This one attacks directly just by itself, right?
Yeah.
That's 500.
And then target one attack monster your opponent controls. Change that target to defense.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
then attack it.
Yep.
Main 2. Do I want to make Cataster? No.
Draw. Standby. Main. Normal Sirocco.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Declare Black Whirlwind. Fetch Bora the Spear. Special summon Bora.
Yep.
Declare Sirocco targeting fucking Sirocco. So Sirocco gets
He's 55.
He's 55.
Yeah. Gains
55.
3k from Bora and Gale.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
another 500. So he gains
Cool.
35.
I'll just go to battle and swing into Gale.
So that's what, 42?
Mm-hmm. And main 2, I'll just set a card and pass back to you.
I'm actually so mad I'm gonna lose this.
I thought Connor had lost like 6 turns ago, honestly. This is crazy.
I held the Book Moon, I think.
I'm actually going to kill Nile Downs, exactly.
What did I do?
You do. You beat him. What?
Okay. Black Whirlwind.
Okay. That's cool.
Normal summon Kaloot.
Let's go.
Are you
Activate
training?
Black Whirlwind.
Travel.
Yeah, you see, if you hadn't reminded Connor of the mandatory effect of Thought Ruler, he would have been on 1900 and I could have feigned and then Kalooted for game.
I knew you had Kaloot, man.
Yeah, but it's a mandatory effect. You know.
Well, it probably does. It actually does not matter. Yeah.
GG Spears.
Well, we know what's been banned this week.
Yeah, but we get to ban in a certain order. Adam bans first.
Adam does ban first.
Yeah, I ban Black Whirlwind. So
Yeah. I will ban
bye-bye Black
Kaloot.
Wings.
I'll ban Kaloot just to put it in the ground properly.
Bye-bye Kaloot.
Yeah.
Bye-bye Black Wings.
Good.
Penis deck.
Good.
I
Good.
hate
Good.
it.
I mean,
don't-
it's my
I didn't
best
even
deck
think
that
of-
I can make, but everyone's playing them, so